Alright guys, so welcome back to a brand new video. Today's video we're going to look at a new pair of truly wireless earbuds from the company Cleer. Now if you're not familiar with Cleer, they have incredible headphones. In fact, the Cleer Flow is one of my favorite over-the-ear noise cancelling headphones. So today we're going to look at their new truly wireless earbuds, the Cleer Ally. These do come in at $149, so the price is a little higher than the price range that I normally recommend. So we're going to look at some of the features and the sound, and we're going to see if $149 is actually not a bad price point. First off, it has Bluetooth 5.0. That's already a huge plus. Now, as far as audio codec files, it plays aptX, AAC, and SBC. That right there is going ahead and telling you you're going to be able to play the higher quality formats by using Bluetooth. Now, they're also IPX5 water resistant, so they're not waterproof. But if you're somebody that's running, working out, it's just one of those you don't have to worry about if you're out in the elements. Just not one that you want to submerge into water. So let's go ahead and check out what's inside the box. The first thing I noticed is it came with this little fabric, like drawstring pouch, and that's really a pouch for the case itself, just to keep it from getting scratches if you're going to throw it in a bag. But the case itself can easily be thrown in your pocket. It is a little bigger than most cases, and it has its own unique look with the clear display up top, so you can see the earbuds in them. As far as ear tips, there's plenty to choose from. There's, the small, medium, and large, normal silicone ear tips, but there's also a small, medium, and large wing ear tips as well. Now, if you don't like the wing ear tips, they do have this little option that just kind of fits over where the wing tips would go. But I found that the ones out of the box, just like they were, fit me perfectly. So also in the case, and this is, I just don't understand, is micro USB. It's not USB-C, and for a pair that is costing this much, I really would have expected USB-C. Now, speaking of charging, the battery life on these, individually, the earbuds are getting 10 hours of listening. That right there is already some of the best battery life I've seen. The case is going to give you an additional 20, so you have 30 hours total before you need to even charge the case. Now, if you do pick them up and they're dead, they do have the feature where you can charge it for 5 minutes and get an hour out of use, but it takes under 2 hours to charge these completely. Now, the earbuds themselves have a really nice, clean look to them. They do have the touch controls instead of the actual button, but this is a huge negative for me. Not the fact that it is touch control, but what they decided to let you control. Basically, can play, pause, summons your smart assistant, and answer calls. You have no control over volume, and you cannot skip your tracks forward or backwards using the earbuds. I mean, I guess you can summons the smart assistant and tell it to skip the track forward or tell it to take the volume to a certain level, but I like to be able to do that on the earbuds themselves because I don't want to pull out the phone to control that. Now, a friend of mine I talked to, and he said that wasn't a big deal to him. He likes to just control it all within his phone. So for some of you, that might not be an issue, but for me, that's a pretty big issue. One of the huge pluses, because you guys ask all the time, is can they be used individually? And yes, you can use either one of them individually or obviously use them both at the same time. And that also goes for phone calls. And the mics on here are actually pretty decent. They use a Qualcomm chip in here that basically eliminates a lot of echo that you get with most truly wireless earbuds. So calls are pretty clear, but again, it's still a truly wireless earbud, so it's not anything amazing. But you guys can be the judge for yourself by listening here.
The mic test of the Cleer Ally, I think it picks up really well. The one thing that impressed me is the bass tones that it picks up, because a lot of truly wireless earbuds don't do that well. But this is more than passable for taking phone calls.
All right, so now on to the big part. I mean, if they're charging $149, you're pretty much going to expect some of the best sound you can get. Unless you're somebody, like if you're comparing them to AirPods, where I think $160, you're just paying more for features than you're paying for sound. Now, I will say the sound out of here blows away AirPods. In fact, kind of blows away most truly wireless earbuds. They did an amazing job with these. I love the detail that these pick up. I really like the bass presence. That's something that's always been important to me. So it's really clean and clear, and it's really just thick and thumping. So all of that's covered pretty well. Mids are very forward. Vocals come through clear, male, female vocals. There's nothing that gets drowned out. until you get into genres like, you know, rock or metal, where sometimes it can have quite a few things going on. And what it does to these, I'm not exactly sure, but it feels like the bass can't catch up with the rest of the sound sometimes. Now, I'm not saying like it's dragging behind, it just kind of tones itself down. And I don't know if that's just allowing you to be able to hear everything else fine, because at all times these are just crystal clear. But it's weird when you're listening to pop or hip hop and bass is just really just thick and thumping. But then when you go to rock and then the bass is kind of like, you guys just go ahead, I'm gonna just sit here on the bench and I'll catch up with you later. I know it's a weird way to explain it, but that's kind of how these come across. And that to me is kind of nitpicking. Again, it's just one of those things that is weird how it can sound one way when you're listening to this and something completely different with another genre. It's not extremely noticeable, but it is something I kind of picked up on. Sound imaging is amazing on these. And I don't know if that's because the clarity is so good, but you really can tell where instruments are coming from. And for truly wireless earbuds, that's impressive, because most of the time it's like here or a little more open. It usually doesn't have that feel of a whole open room, and somehow these are able to do it. So sound-wise, this honestly is some of the best you will hear. But if you look at them as an overall package, you're not getting waterproof, you're getting incredible battery life. You don't have USB-C. Now, some people don't care, and that's completely fine. I just think if you're paying that much for a product in 2019, you might as well just get the newer, better charger. They're kind of expensive, and the touch controls are a huge drawback. But if sound is the main thing you're looking for, these are going to be hard to beat. But anyway, guys, that is my review of the Cleer Ally. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Thank you so much for checking out all the other videos. And as always, make sure to stay tuned for more.